Yo, Dime Magazine, here we are once again, y'all. Welcome to another episode of our podcast, right? Now, y'all already know how I get down, man. I always love to show love to everyone and, salute everyone, all our listeners out there, worldwide. I just want to say thank you so much, man. We got so many listeners from, Germany, United States, Europe, a lot of places, man. And, feel free to tune into our podcast, for all y'all who don't know. But for many of you guys that keep tuning in and listening, we got a very, 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 very special treat for you guys. I want to first, let me just say this, y'all. Now, you guys know, right? When it comes to our interviews, our podcasts, you guys understand that, we do things that will always continue to enlighten and to, help push people forward. And from everyone, all the celebrities we have on here, and wonderful people. And I love the insight that everyone has because I'm sure it touches people's lives, somebody's lives, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do, So I just want to show I want to show you all nothing but love and support for tuning in. And we got a real good one. We got a real good one right now, and I want to introduce you guys. To a very special guest, and she's upcoming, she's an entrepreneur. She's doing her thing. And to be honest with you, she's doing her thing. She's killing the game, and her entrepreneurship is crazy. It's retarded, and her businesses are touching a lot of people, and I want y'all to get a chance to get to know her. This is Anahid Belekian. And I want y'all to hear from her, and y'all know we don't just bring anybody up here, but this one right here, man, you guys got to understand who she is. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, good. It's a pleasure to have you here. You have no idea.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, definitely. So, I want to, ask you first, I want to go into a little bit about you and being an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? What does being an entrepreneur mean to you?
Well, it means that honestly, it feels like I don't go to work, but I enjoy doing what I do while making money, if that makes sense.
Makes money. I mean, would you obviously say that people are in it for the bottom line to make money?
Yes, but you have to enjoy what you do so it doesn't feel like you're struggling. At the end of the day, you want to enjoy that money. You know what I mean? So, I urge everybody to go do something that they really enjoy, their passion. That should be their work, really.
Of course, definitely. Now let's go into your passions. You know what I'm saying? Because you, and not only that, you have messages behind it. You know what I mean? Let's talk about your oils. Number one, you know what I mean? Your oils are fanatic. Them things are so wonderful because not only are they oils per se, but these are oils that actually help. And they're natural, Let's talk about your oils, your black seed oils, okay? Or your frankincense. Let's go into that because honestly, you're healing people, man. What's going on with this? Let's talk about it.
I really can't talk about the healing part.
I can
because I'm not a doctor, but I do.
Understandable.
But I do gather testimonies from people as far as what it helps with. You can't ingest these oils or anything. They should just be topical. They're good for skin and hair, beauty and, cosmetic needs. So I really can't say any more than that,
Well, actually you can because like you said, you get a lot of testimonies, positive.
Yeah, we can talk about testimonies. I can talk about personal testimonies and other people can talk about testimonies. I've been giving out samples of my oils actually to family, friends, neighbors, and then I just gather testimonies from them. So
now give us some of the feedback. You know what I mean? Obviously, you give oils to well, you sell oils too, but you also give them too because you have your charity as well. You do it a charitable cause that you give your oils to, both young and old. Like, what's the different testimonials from both the young and the old?
Well, from younger people, I hear like, oh, it's good for like hair growth. Younger people are into like the whole hair growth thing. Older people are too. I feel like everybody is actually.
Oh, yeah.
At any age. Older people, I feel like with the frankincense, they do like rub it on their joints, and then they tell me, oh, it helps with like arthritis and stuff like that.
Now, see, now you're talking, right? Like, okay, so one thing I know about a lot of people that use certain oils that they buy in the stores, kind of like the ones that you make, right? But you actually make yours by hand, right? So it has to mean a lot more, not only you as your own manufacturer, right, but also to the consumer that hears that you make these by hand. Like, they gotta be, to be honest with you, I would think that they would actually work a lot more stronger and are a lot more valuable than store-bought. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I put a lot of love into all these oils, Like, I talk to them like they're plants or something, you know what I mean? I really do. I talk to them. I just make them with love, and all the oils that I do make, like, I put on myself too. You know what I mean? I use them. The same thing that I make for people, I make for myself. So
you're your own walking billboard.
I am. I really am. So, yeah.
That's dope, because when I when I see your oils, like, you have them well packaged, and this shit's beautiful. They're really dope, right? Now, getting back to the young versus the old, the testimonials, that you get, like, what is the feedback like that bridges both of them? Because I got to see and hear a lot of people that really shout your business out, you know what I mean? And they call you asking for more and more and more. Like, how does, with that gap being bridged between the young and the old, like, how does that make you feel, and how do you respond to those, knowing that your product is bridging a serious gap between the young and the old?
I mean, it feels great because it's not just an oil that just helps one age. You know what I mean? Like, one age group. You know what I mean? It helps everybody. Like, it can help with everything. You know what I mean? So, like the frankincense, it doesn't matter, no matter what age you are. It's going to help, like, reduce stress. You know what I mean? When you put it on you, it really does, like, make you feel like calm, and
it's in its purest form.
It is. It's very pure. It's handmade from raw materials. Everything is. All the oils that I have.
That's dope. Like, okay, so give me an example, like, what some of the oils are, like, what people would use them for, like, what these topicals are used for. Like, some people that will come to you.
So the peppermint oil, people love that. Peppermint oil is really good for hair growth. So that's really good. That's good too, like, when you have a cold, like, instead of using like Vicks, if you want to use like something more natural. Yeah.
Okay. That's dope. Now, what about people who, like, I don't know, let's throw somebody out there. Unfortunately, someone who may have pains from, cancer, pains from arthritis, different things like that. Like, what would you recommend for them to use, like, getting your product?
Well, I really can't talk. This is the thing about it. I can't really talk about anything medical because I'm not a doctor.
No, dude. No, this ain't medical. This ain't medical now. Listen, anybody out there, any doctors out there, or the FDA that wants to say something, y'all come to me. Don't come to her. Come to me.
This is what I say about these oils.
I said it.
This is what I say about these oils. So, Google is your best friend.
It could be your worst enemy too.
True, but Google, really, if you're smart at Googling things, you're going to find out what the best, like, herbal, natural remedy is, right? So, with that being said, when you come look at my products, you're like, oh, okay, so she carries this product. I Googled this. This helps this. This could help this, possibly, you know? And she has it in its natural form. So that's where that is.
Okay, so let's say, let's say like someone who has arthritis, for example, or even gout, right? Like, what would you say, like, first of all, have you ever had anyone like that had arthritis that you recommended to say, hey, get my product, and they used it and came back to you and said, thank you so much?
So I can be my own testimony on this one.
I see. Oh, wow.
So arthritis in my knees, yeah. So I have slight arthritis in my knees, and let me tell you, like, it helps. Every morning I put it on.
Now, do you just use it like once a day, or like what's your routine with it?
Once a day, sometimes twice a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever dealt with someone who had like severe pain, severe aches, or like dramatic hair loss, like someone who has alopecia or something of that nature, to where your oils actually does help them?
Again, I can't really talk about it. I mean, they can talk about it because it's their testimonies, you know what I mean? So.
Okay, so let's say this. Let me ask you this. Have you ever seen like any results where you're like, oh, wow.
Okay, so I can talk about myself. I love the frankincense on my skin, you know? I feel like it gives me like a youthful look, you know what I mean? I'm going to be 47, you know, at the end of this month, God willing. And, you know, I feel like I don't look 47, I guess, and I don't know what 47 is really supposed to look like, but, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true, yeah. Because I know people who are 47, they look 87. You know, no. But I also know people who look, you know, they're 70 years old, but they look like they're 40, you know what I mean? So, all genetic, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know.
But also, I wanted to elaborate, like, my hair being really long, like, I'll get people, like, asking me, like.
Yeah, your hair is mad long. Yo, y'all gotta see her. Her hair is like, her hair is long, and it's hers.
So I do maintain, like, the growth with the frankincense. So I just put it on my face, my skin, and my hair.
Nice. So, like, is there any other things that you do as long as, like, do you mix it with, like, shelf-made products, top shelf products like shampoos or conditioners, or do you just straight use oil?
So no, it's always going to be 2 ingredients. So the herb and then an oil. So I have 3 different oils. It's either coconut oil, olive oil, or grapeseed oil.
Got you. Okay. Now, you know, obviously a lot of people, now let's be honest, even with this podcast, right, people are listening to you. And there's a lot of people out there that will try to steal stuff, you know, and they'll try to say, oh, I know I can do what she does. Like, I'm sure you protect your brand. You protect, because all those hours and days that it takes to do this stuff, like, how are you able to get your brand out without people trying to steal it, or, you know, different things of that nature, trying to copy or mimic your product?
Well, the thing is that there's always going to be someone that wants to kind of hop on an idea or whatever, but this is nature. This is, God put all this stuff on earth. You know what I mean? All these herbs. So it's like, you're not really stealing it. You're not stealing an idea. It's just that you have your business, you're doing great, you have your clients that love you, they come back to you, they love your product, and you just thank God and keep it moving.
Great answer. But still, for all y'all out there stealing, hey, listen, that ain't happening on this side. You know what I'm saying? But moving forward, you know, I want to go into, you know, some of your, like, again, some of the people that, you know, actually get your product, you know, if you want to, without calling out any names, but certain ailments and things that they do suffer from, or that they do have, whether it's temporary or long term. You know, what are some of the things that they do have that your oils actually help them with?
Well, I can't really talk about that.
Damn, you can't even talk about the ailments?
No, but
No?
people
No one got stinky feet?
people have bought, my oils for hair growth.
Stinky feet? Bad breath?
See, these are things, again, you have to like Google, see what helps, and then
Come on, you got to give us something.
oil that I have.
Come on, you got to give something. Come on.
Really?
The people want to know.
Okay. Just know that the oils, whatever help, whatever. I have it in the most natural form.
Okay, good. All right. So now, your ways of, again, not what you're doing, but why you're doing it. Now, you already touched bases on, you do it obviously for the money, right? But that's not why you actually do it. Like knowing you, it's like you do it because you really touch people's lives, and that, to me, that would mean the most important part, you know what I mean? And when I see how you move, I see how you work, I'm like, wow, like you're a very caring, giving person. Let's just put that out there, okay? And one thing I honestly love, it's the truth, and you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being on this platform, Dime Magazine, y'all. I told y'all everybody just can't come up here. Y'all hear her laugh. Yeah, so, oh man, getting into now, you love helping people. You love seeing people strive. You love seeing people succeed. How is this a beneficial thing spiritually for you?
I don't know. That's an interesting question because I don't.
Not everybody can come up here.
Yeah, like I don't do it for self gratification. I just love to see people smile.
Yeah. You're smiling right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a blessing. That's more than a blessing because, again, a lot of people seeing what you do, a lot of people seeing what, you have to offer. That says to me a lot because I know a lot of people that have certain brands, products, and they let it be known that they're only in it for the money. And that's why a lot of companies do grow fast, but then they fail fast. But then the companies that start slow, once they hit that pinnacle, it's straight to the gold from there. You get what I mean? Make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like, when I see your business and I see the people's lives that you're touching, it says a lot, man. And I just want to shout out your business as well. Actually, I want you to shout it out. You know what I mean? Like, what's the name of your complete brand? Because what we're going to do is I want to get into your T-shirts too. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Matter of fact, let's get into your T-shirts. Now, what's the name of your clothing line?
Atcho.
Okay. How you spell it?
Atcho Apparel.
Atcho Apparel.
Yep. ATCHO.
What's your website?
AtchoApparel.com.
There you go. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. That website is serious. It's simple. It's effective. And it's not like it jumps out at you and it's so much to see. To be honest with you, it's like it complements your oils. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like from the color schemes, right, to your drawing because you're an artist. And hey, y'all, she's a dope ass artist, y'all. Like, keep it 100. Keep it 100.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's the truth. Come on. You ain't got to be humble over here. Yeah. Told you not everybody can come up here.
Well, the clothing brand, they're more astrology infused. So it started off more astrology infused clothing, like abstract, like graffiti, like different type of artwork for each of the signs. And then it went into like historical, like Armenian things because I'm Armenian. And then it went into like more custom art and just like different things. Yeah.
Let's go back into real quick about you being Armenian. Like, how is it to be like Armenian?
I mean, yeah, I grew up Armenian. It's cool. Yeah.
That's dope because, you know, shout out to all the races and coaches out there. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? And to sit with you, you know what I mean? And just all, because I've known other Armenians, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't really know any other Armenians that are really out here pushing it like you do. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are. But to know and to see and to sit down and to talk to one and to actually listen to you, it's like, wow, okay. You know, that just makes sense?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I get it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's dope though. That's dope. So like, you know, Armenians obviously are from Armenia, you know, and you're full Armenian, your mom and your dad. So, you know, where's your mom from in Armenia?
So, no, my parents are from Lebanon.
Lebanon, yeah. Okay. All right. So like Israel, the third world, Israel.
No.
Oh, damn, I need more work to do. My geography sucks, y'all. I failed with an F minus, so I apologize. But, you know, so like how is it in Armenia? Like in Lebanon, Armenia?
So I've never been to Lebanon. I've been to Armenia. It's really beautiful there. Yeah.
What is it like? Like going there, was that like, did that give you like a passion, or did it like make your light bulb go off to want to do entrepreneurship based on your culture? And
Well, the thing that's a funny question that you asked me, because I was actually on a scouts trip over there because I was a scouts leader, and this is in '98, and I was like 20, going on 21, and it was the summer, and we, as scouts, we went on a jamboree there, and then we had to do a mural, and I came up with this mural which is almost like how my artwork is now, which is crazy. So I'll never forget that mural. And then when I came up with like just studying astrology anyway, you know, and just understanding it and just loving artwork at the same time, I'm like, you know what?
Because you're a gifted artist. I mean, let's keep it 100.
Thank you.
And I ain't saying that just because you're here. I'm saying it for real because, again, I am also an artist. I mean, a lot of people claim they're artists, but...
Yeah, you're a great artist too. Yeah.
I ain't nothing. But anyways, but seriously though, like when I look at your work, like I can understand why you just mentioned that, because I can actually see your culture inside of your creativity that's on your designs, on your clothing line. Like, that's dope.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I try to put like a little bit of myself in all of my artwork. You know, it's like an expression of yourself. You know?
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And, you know, getting back to, you know, your parents. So, you know, your mom being from Lebanon, you know, where's your dad from?
And he's from Lebanon as well.
Oh, they both are? Okay, good.
Yes. And then he did move to Syria like later on, and then he kind of grew up there. So
nice. That's dope. That is dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope, because now, were you born there in Lebanon, or were you born in the U.S.? Or?
No, I was born here. Yeah.
That's dope. So, you know, you having the best of both worlds, right? Now, trust me, all this is relative to your clothing line, because I not only see your artwork and your clothing collection, I not only see them as a mere line or a mere brand, but it's like the more you talk, the more, and I look at your designs and I see them, I can see why culturally they're a hit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, let's talk about it. Like, your stuff is crazy, man.
Thank you. I mean, with the Armenian collection, with the artwork, it's, you know, I just looked at historical stuff, and I kind of did like what I do with the astrology artwork. You know, I just kind of infused like what it is in the drawing. You know, so it's like when you look at the artwork, you understand it.
Of course.
You know? So
that's dope. Now, let's say this. Now, obviously you have a lot of, Armenian designs, like as far as the colors, the flag, but you also do things, you have a lot of things for other cultures as well, like the West Indies. You have, I mean, come on, like you got it so much, like, and check it out, guys. It's not even that it's for all the other cultures. Like, it's wild when you see them because they're simple, effective, and they rarely grasp and they grab whatever culture you are from, whether you're Haitian, whether you're Trini, whether you're, Lebanese, whether you're Chinese, whether you're wherever, you're from Miami, you're from, I mean, that ain't Haitian, not like, I'm messing up saying all that, but, I told you my geographical stuff is off point. However, I'm out of pocket. But what I'm getting to say is the cultures that she touches through her artwork, and just because people buy your stuff and you post their pictures of them wearing your stuff on your website. Like, how does that make you feel that people are embracing you and sending you pictures of them wearing your clothing line?
It's awesome. It's a great feeling to see them like holding it up, like smiling in it. So yeah, it's a great feeling. It is.
You have stuff for all people, like not just the coaches, but women, small women, short women. You got all sizes. You have different varieties of colors, and it's dope.
Going back to the West Indies when you were saying that. So my daughter's father, so I have twins. So their father, he's from Barbados. So my daughter, she...
Shout out to you girls.
So one of them, she's really good with artwork. So like I'll scan all my stuff in, and then she just kind of like goes to work with like the colors, So yeah, she'll, whatever it is, if I give it to her, I'm like, okay, just put like those flag colors in it. And a lot of them, she does the Barbados flag colors.
So obviously, like, you got the support of your little girls, you know what I'm saying? And your mom and your dad and a lot of people that really follow you and really like what you have. Like, is that like an engine that keeps you moving?
Absolutely. Absolutely. My parents, they're an awesome force in my life. They really are. Thank God first, and then them, honestly. Like, they will like motivate me so much.
Now, what do? Are they entrepreneurs too?
They are. They have a rug cleaning shop.
Oh, nice. You want to talk about it? Want to give them a shout out? Yeah, that's your parents, man. You better give them a shout out.
Yeah.
Hey, mom and dad.
Shout out to Brookline Oriental Rug Company in Needham. Yeah. So.
Wait, Needham, Massachusetts? Okay, well, we want to give a shout out, for all of our listeners who aren't from Massachusetts. They won't know where to go, but, if you want to shout out, the business one more time, please. For
Brookline Oriental Rug Company in Needham, Massachusetts, and they clean, repair, and sell rugs.
Yeah, and they do it for high-end people, high-end celebrities. They do it for up-and-coming people who have $5 in their pocket. Anybody. Right. See what I'm saying? So would you say that you got your entrepreneurship from them?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow. Now,
watching them and just like working for them, I'm like, you know what? I love to be my own boss, and it's hard, honestly, like going from working for your family to like working for someone else.
It's like taking a step back, right? Like 10 steps, 20 steps back.
I don't know, and I shouldn't say it's hard, but I just didn't want to.
Well, no, not with your mom and dad.
I didn't want to work for anyone else. Like, I felt like I was working for myself, like working for my parents.
Understandable.
You know what I mean? Like, because it's a family unit, so I didn't feel like a lot of pressure on me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just common sense. Like, I grew up in the business. You know what I mean? So, just with that being said, I just knew that I had to do my own thing because I watched them do their own thing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this too. So
now, shout out to your brother too. We got to shout your brother out. Also, is he, an entrepreneur as well?
Well, I mean, he works for them, so too. So
that's dope.
Same thing. So
That's dope, because now, like, the more you speak and you spread emphasis on them, like, like you said just a minute ago, like, it's a family thing, it's a family unit. Like, a lot of people can't say that, you know what I mean, especially in today's day and age where you have the mothers and fathers, or let's just say even if the father and the mother even still together, but they're still together and they're happily together, and they're still in business and they're successful. And then here your brother comes, and then you have your daughters, as I'm taking, it's like everybody's a unit. You know what I mean? Like, that's dope.
It is nice. I mean, you'll be surprised, there are actually a lot of businesses that are run by families. You know what I mean?
I'm sure, but where the families are still working together like you and your family, like, come on.
Yeah, you'll be surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to reassess my community. I need to reassess these motherfuckers in my community, because somebody's missing.
No, I mean, there's all different scenarios in life. You know what I mean? So
no, understandable. No, shout out to my community, man, and everybody, because I know if there's people that do want to, help out. Some people can help out financially, some have ideas, some may only be able to offer a form of support from a distance, you know what I mean, but at least it's a form of support.
Yeah, absolutely. Any support is support.
So now, let's say now, somebody goes on your website, like, can you please let them know as far as, like, them being able to go on your website and what they can expect, like, let's say I'm a new customer, right? And someone's going to hear this, right, on the podcast. They go to your website, right? Once they go on AtchoApparel.com, now they go on there. And let's say they don't see a certain shirt that you don't have. Do you also focus on custom as well?
Yes, there's a custom section. Gotcha. So you can order custom clothing. You can either send in something that you have and we can make it for you.
Custom apparel.
Yes. Or you can hire us to design something, like if you come to us with an idea.
I like that. Because you know what that is? That's a brand that's like fit for cause. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like you're going to make it according to what they want. You can still give them, they can still have what you have, but for you to be able to give them that option to say, well, listen, yes, we have these, but what do you like? What do you see yourself in that you want me to make you guys?
Absolutely. I mean, it's custom, so we want you to feel happy. You know what I mean? To, like, represent yourself, self-expression, so that's the best.
I like that.
On top of it, let's say you have a company, you want shirts made for that company, you come to us, you bring us your logo or whatever, we make shirts for you.
That's dope. That is dope. Now, obviously, I see you doing your thing with that as well. Like, you have all these avenues of, like, being able to, like, just make bread, you feel me?
I mean, it's in-house, so, so I make them all.
Right. That's dope.
Yeah.
Not only that, being in-house, you save a lot of money on location. You save a lot of money on, because remember, leasing, location, I feel like a lot of that is starting to change now, especially due to COVID. A lot of people are working remotely. A lot of jobs are hiring remotely. So you don't have to worry about, right, as I'm guessing, you don't have to worry about going to an actual location. Right? Your location is right there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to think smart, and, saving money is making money. So, that's where it's at. So.
Definitely, man. That's something serious. And, I'm so glad we had a chance to talk with you, because, it's people like you that, really, you're a pinnacle, you know what I mean, for even the up and comings. And I'm sure the successful, the already established companies, they listen to this as well, because we get a lot of CEOs, a lot of rich CEOs, well-known CEOs that listen to our podcast, and them being able to take in what you're saying and to take heed with what you're saying, like, that's a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to, like, just have somebody, because I know somebody's going to comment on this. Somebody's going to say something, and somebody's going to want to meet you. You know what I mean? And I really think for that to happen, these people really need to be in tune. All y'all listeners out there, understand who she is, man. You know, go take a look. AtchoApparel.com. Like, it's serious. Can you please spell that one more time for everyone?
AtchoApparel.com.
There you go. And it's all in a nutshell. And I tell you this, Dime Magazine, not everybody can come up here. Real talk, man. You already know what it is. Make sure y'all go check Anahid Belekian out. She's serious, and do not hit her up unless you're serious about business. Real talk, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling. Hey, you know what? I mean, honestly, let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're now transitioning, if you want to say it, and I say this very unbiased. I'm a man. I love women. Okay, I love bitches. No, excuse me. So I love women. All right, I have a daughter. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is I get it. This transition to where it's about to be a woman's world right now, right? It's women's time for real right now, right? You got Kamala. You got all these. It's about to be a women's. It's about to go down. And when I say that, it's to give you women the shirt off our backs as men that really rock with y'all, that really care about you guys, because men, we had our time. Make sense?
Yeah.
And it's to say, let the women stand up. Let the women get theirs. Let the women finally celebrate. Like, that's what I'm about. But as long as it makes sense, y'all, don't be trying to throw motherfuckers under the bus. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. Hey, come on. You know what I mean? It's the men. We count.
I think everybody counts, honestly. I mean, I don't pick one gender over another. You know what I mean? I just look at, like, equality, honestly.
I'm glad you do.
Men and women.
I'm glad you do, because there's a lot of women out here that's like, fuck men, it's a wrap, all y'all go suck a lemon, and it's all us, we run the world type. I'm like, whoa. Whoa.
You can't have that attitude in life. You know what I mean?
So you know a lot of women that think like that, right?
I mean, well, vice versa. Like, I mean, honestly, I stay to myself, so I don't even know really what people think half the time. You know what I mean? So I don't really watch the news. You know, I get...
You don't watch the news to stay abrupt?
No, I don't.
Just to stay abrupt with what's on the news?
No. Mm-mm.
So what if I told you the sky was falling?
See, I am the type of person, I would go look out the fucking window to go see if the sky is falling. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it is. Right. And you won't know what really the truth is.
That's very true. I really feel like society, we as a society, we look at things from our own point of views, or if it is a group that agrees on the same thing, that's when it becomes, I call it clickatorial. Is that a word? I don't know. You said Google's our best friend. I'm about to Google it.
You have to be a smart Googler, if that's a word.
Yeah, that too.
Like, seriously, because you can't just Google something once and be like, oh, yeah. No, you have to, like, Google something so many different times.
You got to Google it.
Literally, you have to, Google something so many different times, and you have to really read.
Do your own research, and don't just rely on Google, but also cross-reference. Do your own research, even if that means doing your research offline.
Yeah. Books are great too, though.
I love books, man.
Stores are great. Yeah.
Shout out to Barnes & Noble's, Books A Million. I want to give a shout out to John Blassingame, man. Yo, John, shout out to you, man. And that's my mentor. And, I just wanted to give him and his wife a shout out. They just had their anniversary as well. And getting back to you, I just want to give you a shout out. You know what I mean? And I just want to commend you for all the work that you're doing. I want to also continue to give you your flowers. I want to also make sure that everything that you do in life and your upcoming endeavors, you continue to succeed. And I won't forget that even if you do.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah, thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to have you. And you're more than welcome to come up here anytime you want, as long as I'm here and as long as I feel like doing it. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Yo, Dime Magazine, man. Y'all go make sure y'all check out AtchoApparel.com. Look her up. Yo, buy, support. Rock her gear so that you can send her the pictures so she can put them up on her website, and remember, she ain't just doing it, she's doing it for a cause. Yo, Dime Magazine, we out of here, man. Peace.